Welcome to The Dash. Hi, this is Yvonne with The Dash, and we are here with Christine Collins. And I have known Christine now for almost 4 years. And so it has been amazing. My brother and she are residents at the same place, and she has just been a mother to my brother Stephen, and has just been amazing. She is always looking for ways to help, and I love that so much about her. But so often we don't take the time to listen to other people's stories. So often we diminish somebody's story because they're too young or they're too old, and I think everybody's story needs to be heard. And so, Christine, I just want you to take the time. And remember, I shared with you what the dash means and how, we get so excited about the birth date and so excited about the date that we're crossing over, but we lose sight of the dash. And so I want you to share with me, like, your story of coming to know the Lord, and then what is He doing with you now?
Well, 2 years ago I had a heart attack,
Okay.
and it's real hard to do. Anyway, it was pretty bad, and they got hospice in and said I had 2 weeks to live.
Wow.
And I laid in bed, and my mum used to call me Lulu, always called me Lulu. And I heard someone say, Lulu, wake up.
Oh.
And I opened I opened my eyes, and I woke up.
Oh.
And touch wood, I've been okay ever since then.
Wow.
Yeah, touch wood.
Wow. So what did an experience like that do for you in going, I'm going to live every minute?
Oh, I do, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I do. I'm going on the 11th to a revival. With the family, we're all going. It's a church.
Yeah.
And we're going next Friday, and then Saturday.
Wow.
We're going to go and see how the Lord, from start to finish, we're going to do it in 2 days.
Wow.
Yeah, they're going to be there. There's going to be a bunch from the church there.
And
we're all going to follow him,
Wow.
follow what went on in his life.
Wow.
Yeah, this 11th, we're going to go.
Wow.
So we're all going to go, my son.
Yeah.
My daughter knows because she lives in New York. But my son and my grandkids, all of them, we're all going to go.
Have you always known the Lord?
Yeah.
You were raised now in the Lord?
Oh, yeah, in England, very much. So we only have 2 churches in England too, Baptist and Catholic. That's all we ever had.
What were you raised?
Baptist.
Okay.
We don't have when I came here, I had all these churches. One on every corner.
Yes.
We don't have that over there.
Wow.
So.
And so you were always raised. Now, was there ever a time that, like, as a little girl or a young woman, that you went from knowing Him from at church to knowing Him? When was that time? Or was it just 2 years ago?
Yeah, it was just 2 years, really.
Wow.
When I know I heard a voice.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that, I'm walking through that right now with somebody, and
it's true.
it is.
People used to laugh at me when I said I heard somebody.
Oh no, I totally believe you, and that's like that wake up call.
A big wake up call.
And it means it's time for you to continue. And you know what else it means? He's not done with you yet.
But I go and see stupid on Facebook all the time, and it says about Jesus, and I'm like, amen, amen, all the time.
Oh.
I listen to that on Facebook, a lot of it.
Yes. Well, I'm excited about this revival that you're going to.
Yeah, this is my granddaughter's church. She
Okay.
does a lot for the church. She's got autism, but you'd never know it.
Oh.
She just can't tell give change, and she can't. You know, she went to go to Brookshires and they wouldn't hire because she doesn't know how to give money.
Oh. Yeah.
So
Yeah.
she stays at home. She makes dories, beautiful ones.
Okay.
You know, and she cleans my son's house and everything because they both work, so she does all that stuff. But
Oh.
she's always at church. Wednesday she went, every Wednesday she goes to church, and then she, next weekend she goes, not next weekend, the following weekend, she goes to camp. She's a camp and looks after the kids at camp. The kids come to camp.
Oh.
She does all that.
Wow.
Yeah.
So nothing's holding her back.
Not a
No.
thing. No.
Wow.
Just that she can't work. So,
Yeah.
but she gets along. She's got a boyfriend for 12 years. He works at Brookshires. And he
Wow.
has autism too.
Okay.
So they get a fine. Just
They get
they don't
along.
want to get married. They're just fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
So how many children do you have?
I had 5. I got I had 5, but 3. I only had 2. 3 of them died. I
Oh.
couldn't carry babies very well.
Oh.
He was only 5 pounds. My son and my daughter. I had a miscarriage about 6 months, and I was told not to have sex 6 weeks. Well, I didn't know. I was too young. So I went to the doctor for my checkup, and he said, "Christine, you're pregnant." And I fell through the floor.
No hiding that one, huh?
I was so naive. So
Oh.
anyway, I I was fine, doing good, and everything. And then all of a sudden, I said to my sister, I said, "I think my water's broke." She said, "You're only 6 months pregnant."
Wow.
So she come in the house, blood everywhere. So they said to my brother-in-law, "Get her in the back of the car and stay at the hospital."
Yeah.
Well, I can't have blood transfusion. I have to have plasma.
Yeah.
The blood was, all over the car. And they pulled up at the hospital in San Antonio and got a wheelchair. They said she needs a
Yeah.
lay on a bed.
Yeah.
She don't need a wheelchair.
Yeah.
So anyway, they done that. And anyway, they took me in surgery and they said, my husband, well, she's hemorrhaging really bad. You've got a choice. You save the baby or you save your wife. I thought, excuse me, I'm letting it.
Yeah.
But he said, save me, obviously. So anyway, she weighed not quite 3 pounds.
Oh.
And I knew it was only 6 because I'd already miscarried 6 months before that. So
Wow.
but she was 3 pounds. She was in hospital a long time. And then
Oh, so this is your daughter who's still alive.
Oh yeah, she's in New York. She
Wow.
went in the Air Force for 10 years, and she went to school, and she's a veteran nurse in New York.
Wow.
So, but she survived fine. But one day we went to the hospital, and I said, "Where's my baby?"
Yeah.
And I was in, not expensive, but I had no insurance.
Yeah.
And they said, "Oh, we let her go. We had to send her out. You had no insurance." I said, "What do you mean? Where is she?" And they said, "She's at the free hospital in San Antonio." Well, me and my sister rushed down there, and they had her sitting there, no incubator. I said, "What is my baby?" Well, they said she was a Mongolian baby, so we thought she'd be okay. She wasn't even in an incubator.
Wow.
But she was fine now.
Wow.
Yeah, she's 50. What is she now? He's 57. She's 52.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
You
So-
have walked through some stuff. And then you have 3 babies waiting for you when you get to heaven.
Mm-hmm.
Wow.
And I have, as I said, I got 2 grandchildren in New York.
Yeah.
I haven't seen my great granddaughter yet.
Oh.
She's 6.
She's 6. Okay.
Too much money.
Do they not come down to?
She came down. My daughter came down last year on her own with a friend. It's nearly $2,000 there and back.
Yeah.
I only make $75 a month here.
Yeah.
It'd take me till I die to get that much money. But she's going to try and come down next year.
Awesome.
Yeah, hopefully.
Visitors are a big deal, aren't they?
Yeah.
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 Where does your son live?
Right up the street,
Oh.
on Main Street, in that little bitty library.
Yeah.
He lives right next door to that.
Oh.
He's a long distance truck driver though, and I don't like that, but still, got to do what you got to do. He
Yeah.
likes it. He
Oh,
likes to be on the road on his own, no boss.
yeah.
He
And
delivers motorcycles.
that's your granddaughter's father. So she's home a lot by
The
herself.
one with autism,
Yeah.
yeah.
So she's
Yeah,
home a
the
lot.
other one works for the water board,
Okay.
and the other one, the young one, she has a lot of seizures. She was in a car wreck and it messed her head up, but she's fine.
Yeah.
She was 21, but she worked at the golf course here,
Yeah.
and then she transferred to another golf. I forget what it was, and she'd only been there 2 months, and they made her food and beverage manager.
Wow. What a big deal.
Yeah, but she's so far, touch wood, she hasn't had a seizure in a couple of weeks.
You're
Yeah,
very
it's
proud of your family. You're very proud of your family. And I've told you this before, but I want to thank you for the care that you give
Oh,
to
you're welcome.
Stephen. You just
Yeah.
love him like a mama.
I know.
And ever since my mom crossed over to heaven,
Yeah, I was here
you,
when, I
yeah,
remember that. Yeah, when she,
and
yeah,
you have
yeah,
just stepped up and been such a wonderful mother to him.
yeah,
And I thank you.
you're welcome.
Yeah.
He can be a handful.
Oh, you're telling
Sometimes,
me.
I said, yeah, and I say, and he go, if I get mad at me, say, you don't love me no more? You
Oh,
talk to me no more? And I said, because he has a hard time.
yeah,
Like when they had the game Saturday, he
Yeah.
put the green shirt on.
yeah.
He went to play a game. He come home, and he went to bed. He sleeps in his clothes. He will not change his clothes. And he comes back down the next morning. I said, Stephen, no, I have to go like this. That's all I do. He turns around.
And goes and
I said, you
changes.
cannot wear that and sleep in it and play baseball in it. You
Yeah.
stink. I don't stink. I said, you do stink.
That's what I told you. She's a mama. Oh,
He said, I stink. And I say, you comb your hair, you put this on, and
yeah.
clean your teeth.
Yes.
Okay, and they come down and say, this jumper okay, this okay, I've done my teeth, and I've done this.
Oh, good.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Then sometimes they go, he does need pants bad.
Yeah.
He's like,
Yeah.
all
Yeah.
day long.
Yeah.
He's got,
You're just a
yeah,
mama.
right. I say, quit doing it. Well, they're falling down. He
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
He does need that, and he's got put on so much weight, isn't he? He come down in this orange shirt the other day, and I said, take that orange shirt off. Why?
Yeah.
I said, because Stephen, this top part's okay, you look down there. And then he says, my belly sits on the table. Touches the table, and his belly's touching.
Yeah. I tell you, he'll keep you hopping, won't he?
Yeah, I
Oh.
say, and
Oh.
then they say, put that down, my earphone. I can't hear. Now I can hear you. And I said, why has he got this hearing aid in? Because he takes it out. Cause everyone says, why does he take it out? I said, because it don't work.
Oh.
He's just got a habit.
Yeah.
And Kimmy keeps putting it in. He don't want it in.
It doesn't
Here comes
work.
Kimmy. Got your earphones? I said,
Yeah.
Kimmy. She said, no, he has to have it in. I said, for what?
I know, it doesn't
He
work.
puts it on the table.
Oh.
It's so funny. People say, why is he doing that?
I know.
Yeah.
So I want to bring you back because I want you to just speak one thing that you would say to people that they don't have to go through a near-death experience to actually live life.
Yeah.
And so
I wish I'd done it a long while ago.
Amen.
Yeah.
So what would you say to somebody, whether they're 10 or they're 100, what would you tell them to embrace life and live life?
Yeah.
What would you tell them?
Well, they can.
Yes.
Because you never know. One day you're here.
And the next day you're
you're gone.
not. So just
Just
live
do what you can. Yeah.
and live each day.
And that's what I'm doing right now.
I know you are. You're doing an amazing job. And I'm so grateful for you getting on here today and
You're
sharing.
welcome.
You are a gift.
I'll let you know about my revival next week.
Oh, yes. Oh, I want to hear about that. Oh,
And
yeah.
I said, well, I can't go, son. I'm in a wheelchair. He said, we can push her.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's like cobblestones, you
Oh,
know.
yeah.
But he said, I don't care, we push her.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. You're
Yes,
going to
we
have
are.
an amazing time. I
Yeah.
want to hear about that.
Yeah, Friday and Saturday. We're going to come home and then Go back again Saturday and have the second half.
Awesome. Well, I'll be here on Monday, so I
Yeah.
want to hear about it
Yeah.
and just the walk that Jesus
Yeah,
walked.
that's what we're doing, yeah.
And when we
We're
understand,
following him. Actually, they say we're following him.
Amen.
Yeah.
Amen.
Yeah.
Well, I can't
So-
wait to hear about that. And I think it's just going to deepen your love for him. Yeah.
Yeah, I think it will help.
Yeah. Well, do you have anything else
No,
that you want to
ma'am.
share?
I think I've shared my life.
Oh, you have done a great job.
Thank you.
So thank you, Christine,
You're
for
welcome.
being here. So I just want to reiterate some of the things that she said that I think just need to be pulled out. Visitors are a big deal, and that is a huge thing. And so, if you know somebody that is in a residential home, go and visit them. If you don't know
Yeah.
somebody, go and visit them.
Yeah, because there's a
And
lot of
so-
people here. No one comes and sees them.
Yeah, yeah,
It's terrible.
it's a big deal. And,
Because I get up at 3 o'clock and I come down in the dining room and I set creamers and jellies, not jellies, butters and napkins, all that. I set all the tables up for them.
wow. I told you, you're a blessing. You are a blessing. So I just want to thank each of you for listening today. And just thank you so much for taking the time to listen to people's stories. You're listening to them on the dash, but take time. If you have a grandparent, sit and listen to their story. Go to a residence and listen to people's stories. It is so important. And they were given that story to give God the glory. And
Yeah, because
so,
I had a best friend that was here, Mary Beth.
yeah.
She died at 90, she was 95, and she gave me this.
Aww.
And she said she had a jewelry store with her husband 50 years ago.
Wow.
And he died, so she sold it.
Oh.
Before he died, he said, "This is yours. Do not give it to anybody."
Oh, and there you are.
Yeah,
Oh,
she was a nice lady.
wow. Well, she's not in your past, she's in your
Yeah,
future.
yeah.
You'll
yeah,
be seeing
yeah,
her
Yeah,
again.
I hope so. And my mum and dad. And
Yeah. Well, thank you again,
You're welcome.
Christine, for sharing.